Shalom, first and foremost, like give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Dash, and the Heavenly Father, your name is Yahweh, the Son of God, Son of Hashem, and the name of Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are that your names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the logical gospel of tongue. I say the rock bound to the elders, Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of wars and wars and wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And this is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 6. And this is the latest, the latest news on the increasing the wars and rumors of wars that we've seen nations rise up against one another, and nuclear estimates intentions are building up in these modern day times. Of the signs of the times that we're in, this is Matthew 24 verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right, that's what we're hearing in our world today. Wars and rumors of wars. Now we're starting to see how actual wars are starting to take effect on planet Earth. These actual wars and rumors of wars are starting to become actual wars that we see between the different nations and different kingdoms. It says that ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that you be not troubled, right? That we be not troubled. The servants and prophets of the Heavenly Father and the Israelites. It says, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So the end is not yet, so it's only going to continue to increase. This was Hamashiach Abshai was saying to the disciples in the latter days. When Yahushua appears on the scene, he's put to the disciples. Say he's going to hear wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Just like Yahushua spoke to the disciples, spoke to them, and this word been passed on down to the modern day generations as well too. Because Yahushua, he's only in the midst of his people because he revealed his secrets to his servants and prophets and Israelites. So us Israelites from our forefathers during those times, the disciples of our forefathers, all the way down to these modern day times. We're not going to be trouble on these things, even though it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to end the check. So, Hamashiach Abshai, which is our Lord and our Savior, mentioned that there was going to be in the last days wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And this is Matthew 24 verse 7. It's like kind of slipping the tongue of words. Matthew 24 verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes and diverse places. Right, that's what we're seeing. One nation rising up against himself. You're gonna have one nation outside of their nation rising up against another nation. You're gonna have one kingdom rising up against themselves. You're gonna have one kingdom rising up against another kingdom, and that's what we see in the modern day times. And that's what Hamashiach Abshai spoke to the disciples said was going to occur in these times. This is for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, right? Increasing famines, pestilence, right? This Gloria outbreak, this Beezer outbreak, this bird flu, this monkeypox, and all these different various type of pests and plagues that we're going to see. Pests and cold, biggest return. We're going to see these new different type of pests and plagues that we've never heard of. It's going to be increasing more these times too. So the increasing of famines, the increasing of pestilence, the increasing of earthquakes in diverse places. The increasing of the high magnitude of the earthquakes in diverse places. So we're going to see increasing of nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Increasing famines, increasing pestilence, increasing earthquakes in diverse places. Matthew 24, verse 8. All these in the beginning of sorrows, right? So all these just an increasing of the beginning of sorrows that we're going to see more and more these times. Then I'll put out a couple of news articles. Yeah, let's see. This latest news article. Read out some latest news articles that relates to the wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation. And this is a news article. It was on July 29th. So this is definitely recently, even though I mentioned this a while back. Like would say like two to 3 days ago, and as recently as well too. But I want to bring out the news article today. And this is that goes into the Ezekiel chapter. The news article that I'm about to read, it goes into that Ezekiel chapter of God and that big God is going to be a God to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. And then this is a 144 call from Yahweh Shah. And this is a news article from Reuters from JerusaleMPost.com. That's in July of 28, 2024. It reads, Erdogan, which is the president of Turkey, it says Erdogan threatens Israel like we entered Karabakh and Libya. We will do the same to Israel, which is the idea of Edomites that they're targeting. Now we all know, as we mentioned this time at the time, the president of Turkey and Turkey, they play both sides of the fence. Say they down with Israel, that they down with NATO. You know what I'm saying? So then sometimes they play both sides of the fence, that double budget type spirit. But I'm gonna go ahead and read the news article once again. It says Erdogan threatened Israel like we entered Karabakh and Libya. We will do the same to Israel. Erdogan threats comes amid of the dramatic flare-up in the ninth month post-war war between the IDF and Hezbollah, right, especially between the borders of Lebanon and Israel, because you have over there in Lebanon, which is across borders over there, versus Hezbollah, which is a Iranian backed group, going against the Israel defense force of the borders of Israel. So that cross-border conflict between the IDF and the borders of Israel and the borders of Lebanon, which is Hezbollah, Iranian backed group. So those Hezbollah is going to keep up more and more. Erdogan threats comes amid a dramatic flare-up in the ninth month of the cross-border war between the IDF and Hezbollah. And this is Jerusalem and trading up sharp bars on Sunday. This was like 2 days ago, since today is Tuesday. President Tayyip Erdogan, was the president of Turkey, seemingly to threaten military action against. Let's keep this in mind. Still, Turkey still got that military operations running in Iraq, concealed as they go against the Kurdistan armies, going against the pro-Kurdistan armies, which is white PG and DK, which is part of pro-Kurdistan. I believe it's a news article that came out as well too. I've seen it like an hour ago. You had the Turkey army killed like 13 Kurdish military army men as the places are heating up between the Turkish armies and Kurdish armies. That's I had a sad incident. It says Jerusalem and Ankara trade off sharp remarks on Sunday, where President Tayyip Erdogan seems to threaten military action against Israel as tensions heating up between the small hag state and Iranian proxy group Hezbollah. Israel is turned on that Erdogan's fate could be the king that former Iraqi president Saddam Hussein, who was executed by Haiti. Erdogan is following the footsteps of Saddam Hussein by threatening to attack Israel. He should remember what happened there and how it ended. Israeli foreign minister of Israel, Katz, wrote in a post on X, which was linked to the photograph of Erdogan and Saddam Hussein. This the Turkish foreign minister on Monday compared Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the World War II Germany NIXE. It says in a post-X from Twitter, just as a genocide HITLER ended. So, world genocide Netanyahu with Benjamin Netanyahu, which I don't okay. It says posted stated, just as the genocide NICIS borders held accountable, those who tried to destroy the Palestinians will also be held accountable. According to President Erdogan of Turkey, he had humanity will stand with the Palestinians. It says Turkish foreign minister I can't if I pronounce it right, wrote on Twitter that Erdogan has become the voice of humanity since the science. circles, especially Israel, who wants to surpass this righteous voice of a great war. History ended the same way for all genociders and their supporting fathers said. Erdogan said earlier on Sunday that Turkey might enter Israel and have done in Libya and Nagorno-Karabakh, but did not specify what type of intervention he was suggesting. President Erdogan of Turkey has been furious critic of Israel's military campaign and God to destroy Hamas began discussing the war during a speech praises his country defense industry. It says we must be very strong, said that Israel can not do these ridiculous things to Palestinians, just like he entered Karabakh, just like we entered Libya. We might do similar to them. Erdogan told in a meeting of a ruling of an AK party, his hometown of Ras. There is no reason why we cannot do this. We must be strong so that we can take the steps Erdogan added in a television address. A car, AK party representatives did not respond to calls asking for more details on Erdogan's statement. Israel does not immediately make any comment. The president appears to be referring to his past actions by Turkey. Yes, I believe that. So that's another example of wars, rumors of wars. They get into that in Ezekiel, the 8th chapter of Russia is going to be across these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey as they could target the IDF, the Edomites over there in West Asia. So to bring up some more similar news articles. That's part of the wars, rumors of wars, nation against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is another news article. Let's see. It says, this is from July 27th, which was yesterday, another news article that resembles wars and rumors of wars. It says, this was published on July 29th, 2024. It says the IDF, which is the Israel Defense Force, ready for Lebanon attack and for Hezbollah response on home front, according to the analysts. It says among the options is a widespread attack on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon and different and what has been parallel to in case in the region. It says according to the North Command Chief, Major General already Vernon, the Northern Commander has been at war since October 2nd. Many do not wait for the defense cabinet decisions on Sunday night. It began in a series of preparations and coordinations by the operation divisions of the General Staff and the Air Force and the Navy's for a multitudes of scenarios. Among the options is a widespread attack that has been targets in Lebanon and different from what it has been parallel to the case in the region. It says, while simultaneously defending the Israeli home front from a widespread Hezbollah attack, Major General Gordon had a situational assessment with Air Force representatives on the targets that North Korea has well in the scope of the arrangements adapted to these types of targets. Yeah. Bring some more news articles similar to that. Get into the Middle East, which is West Asia. Bring some more insights on that. Let's see. Let's see some more. They had a news article saying that, this is another news article of wars. They said this guy is totally nuts. Israeli and world leaders condemn Erdogan's threat to destroy Israel. Following Erdogan remarks, Israeli and Dutch politicians criticize him on social media, with some calling for NATO how that goes. Yeah, it goes into that CPO game chat. Yeah, so that's really simple. Yeah, real simple news articles. Yeah, the president of Hungary is speaking to. It says Russia artillery destroys the U.S. aid taken for such usual. German-made Ukrainian tape destroyed in Donbass. As we see in the escalations are heating up in the Russian-Ukrainian situation. That's another sign of wars and rumors of wars. It says Western countries issue was warning of protests in Africa State. Right, that's 21 verse 25. This Russian nation is place. It says Lincoln. This is another one. This is another rumor of war. It says Blinken issues a new threat to China. The U.S. Secretary warned Beijing against supporting Russia's defense industry. You know, as we've been seeing throughout the years, as of recently, we've been seeing military operations between Russia and China. And not too long ago, like a couple of days ago, I was saying over there in Alaska, near the Alaska base, you had Canada and the United States try to intercept and intervene with the Russia and China with their military planes and ships over there. You know, so that shows you that the tensions between Russia and the United States is heating up while you have a building alliance of Russia and China going against America from a war-like perspective, from an economic perspective as well too. It says the U.S. Secretary, U.S. Secretary warned Beijing against supporting Russia's defense industry. Washington will continue to take measures against economic sanctions, which is not going to affect China. Right, so they're going to continue to use economic sanctions on Russia and China because that shows that Russia and China has the same common enemy that they use the economic sanctions on them, trying to stop them from destabilizing their military equipment as well too. So the economic alliance and military alliance is only going to build up between China and Russia versus the United States. It says Washington will continue to take measures against China economies if Beijing does not halt the alleged support for Russia's defense industry. The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told China's foreign minister Wei Yi and Laos on Saturday. Beijing and Moscow have repeatedly denied the U.S. claim that China has been providing support for Russia's defense industry through bilateral trade. It says, nevertheless, Washington has sanctioned dozens of Chinese businesses, accusing them of selling goods and components to Russia that can be used for military purposes. So we're going to read all the rest of that. That's another example, like I mentioned before, of wars, rumors, and wars. And let's look at some news articles from around the world. Right, it says Israel strikes Lebanon's capital. The IDF performed a target attack on Hezbollah. Yeah, so that shows you that Hezbollah is going to heat up. And then you got the protests over there in Venezuela. That's that Luke 21 verse 25. Expressing patience with the blessing of seas where it's going. Let's see. Go to another news article. Let's see. This is a news article just came out by Reuters on July 30th. It says Israeli killed by rocket from Lebanon, also believe conflicts not invited. Okay. That's another sign of wars and rumors of wars. Get some more news articles. Let's see. So in the meantime, we bring up that Matthew 24, verse 6 once again. Yeah, Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not sure for all these things must first come to pass, but it's not yet. Right, so it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to do it just yet. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so just like we've been seeing the ongoing increase in escalations that's been taking place on down the South China Sea, that's only going to continue to increase. You know, as we've been seeing the latest military exercise drills that are taking place from China over there in the South China Sea, not too far from Taiwan Islands, as they get closer and closer to invading Taiwan. As recently you've seen Taiwan get their military exercise drills, which they've been doing for numerous times. They've been training with the United States Army over there too, which they still report over in the area. It's like kind of similar to, you know, the North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, and the United States, as we've been seeing increasing military exercise drills from South Korea and the United States and Japan, building up their cooperations. Because I believe they had another trilateral meeting once again to bolster up their military capabilities and their alliance with one another of the ongoing threats that they have towards North Korea. So that's only going to continue to increase. We're seeing what's that Algebra share on the media situation is going to increase back up to well too, just like I did a Sitdown lesson I would say like a week ago, but you had one of the representations from Algebra share that things going to increase their potential of invasion over there in the borders of Algebra share and media. So even though escalations of that have cooled down since then, well, they expect to see that those tensions are only going to increase between Azerbaijan and Armenia. That's only going to heat up this world too. And with the Russian-Ukraine situation, that's only going to continue to intensify as we've been seeing back and forth, on and off escalations of the rumors of wars of the nations battling out against one another, using war rhetorics against one another. You know, the tensions been heating up between Russia and NATO as we heat up, as we've been seeing the latest news articles that have been coming out from speakers and representations from both sides, telling NATO to prepare for war against Russia. Russia is preparing for war against NATO, so back and forth, increasing rumors of wars, nation against nation on both sides. So we're going to continue to see that increase. We're going to see the United States and Russia, as we've been seeing these for the past 2.5 weeks, especially these latest inclusions, latest close encounter collisions between Russia and China against Canada and the United States. And then the latest inclusion that we've seen between Russia and the United States as well too. And then you had, I spoke about this yesterday when I was out there teaching. You had once again Vladimir Putin sent another nuclear warning to the United States. He's going to use enemies military action necessary towards the United States and towards the Western countries. If the United States supplies Germany with missiles, which they potentially going to deploy in 2026, if they might do that earlier than expected. How the way things are going right now, it's increasing wars and escalation between different nations. So Russia versus the United States, that's something going to increase. Belarus and Russia, allies, former Soviet members, which 1992, the Soviet Union was the USSR had divided with all Edomites. But you definitely going to see Belarus and Russia versus NATO. That's something going to heat up as well too. EU versus NATO, and these are Edomite nations. That's why we're seeing great divisions of these Edomites. So this is Matthew 24, verse 7. If a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, there shall be famines and pestilence, earthquakes, and diverse places. Now, I'm going to bring out that Luke 21. Matter of fact, St. Mark, Shalom. And this is the book of St. Mark 3. Y'all, St. Mark chapter 3, verse 23. It says, and he called them unto them and said unto them in a early, now in Satan cast out Satan, like Satan cast out Satan. St. Mark 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdoms cannot stand. Right, so if a kingdom be divided against itself, which we're seeing right now, kingdoms being divided, kingdoms within themselves being divided, kingdoms going against another kingdoms being divided. It says, so if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. That's why we see this so much escalations are heating up between different kingdoms, armies, and nations. This is going to increase. It's going to show forth more and more these times. That's why that's an increasing ability of wars and regions against nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So if a kingdom be divided against itself, a kingdom cannot stand. St. Mark 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right? The house is being divided, which cannot stand. You won't stand more and more these times. From the signs from heaven, Father. St. Mark chapter 3, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, cannot stand but have the end. Right? Cannot stand but have the end, as we will see. And this is book of St. Luke 21. Salakia. Yeah, this is St. Luke chapter 21, verse 9. It says, but when ye should hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by end. Right, so the servants and prophets and messengers of heavenly fathers, we are in these modern times, including our elders, the popular. So we're not going to be terrified of these things. We know it's going to come to pass, it's going to be fulfilled, so it's not going to catch us yet. So these are increasing wars and commotions between the different armies and nations, so we're going to find something to one another. So it says, Luke 21, verse 10, then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Right, so we're going to be seeing that increasing. It's going to intensify. It's going to show forth. It's going to be revealed. Now, so more than ever, other nations are rising up against one another. Other nations rising up within themselves. Other nations rising up within themselves against each other as well too. So the increasing of the nations against nations and kingdom against kingdom is going to continue to rise up. Now, so more than ever. So in the meantime, we look up some more news articles. Let's see. I think this is another news article. It says France backs Moroccan sovereignty over Western Sahara. Let's see. It says French and former colonial power in the region has walked in a diplomatic tightrope between Rabat and Algeria on the issue. France organizes a plan to autonomy for the Western Sahara under Moroccan sovereignty as one way to resolve a long-running dispute over territory. President Emmanuel Macron said in their letter. Okay, I ain't gonna read all the rest of it. So that's a potential of a rumor of war in uprisings and escalations. So when I get into some more news articles that relate to wars and rumors of wars. It says, let's see. It says Turkish officials accuse Israel of targeting Erdogan after he seemed to threaten to invade over Gaza. It says Israel former minister urged NATO to expel Turkey over threat to NATO morale. It says this is from July the 29th. It says Egypt warns of dangers of a new war in Lebanon. It says imminent port damage estimated 20 million after Israel struck. It said Israel insists on harsh response to Hezbollah despite diplomatic efforts to avoid war. Right, what's that? First Thessalonians 5th chapter 4. should say peace and safety subscription. Let's see. Algeria says killed 3 terrorist groups. Right. This is from July 28th. It says Erdogan says Turkey might enter Israel to help Palestinians. Right, it goes into that Ezekiel 28 chapter, which I mentioned already. It says UK fears an escalation after a deadly attack on Golden Heights, which was claimed by the Hezbollah. Let's see. Yeah, it says Anthony Blinken says every indication Golden Heights rockets fired by Hezbollah. Yeah, I think with the claim. I guess some of those more tickets over there in the area of Western Asia. So let's see. So yeah, these wars and rumors of wars to keep it up. See if I can bring out some more of these articles. Let's see. It says Russia has captured another village in the Ukraine Donetsk region. Price of escalations may heat up over there in the area. So that Russia-Ukraine situation is only going to spark up, only going to escalate more and more. So it's not going to let down anytime soon. So that's once again another example of wars and rumors and rumors. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Let's see. This is from July 28th. It says Putin threatens to restart production of intermediate range nuclear missiles. Of this article. And I spoke about this a while back. I'll say like a week and a half ago about you have that treaty between the United States and Russia. So both sides have to withdraw from it. I believe that was like last year. It's as of recently, Vladimir Putin on this subject back up before the matter. So again, I believe this is like 2 days ago. Today is the July 30th, but this is still recent though. It says President Vladimir Putin threatens to restart productions of intermediate range nuclear missiles. It says from Moscow, Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday, yeah, because that was this past Sunday, because today is Sunday, today is Tuesday, so that was 2 days ago. It says Russian President Vladimir Putin on Sunday threatens to relaunch production of intermediate range nuclear missiles if the United States confirms its intentions to deploy missiles to Germany or elsewhere in Europe. Let's keep this in mind. I would say like a month and a half ago, like a month ago, like 3 weeks ago, like three weeks, close to a month ago, you had the United States was on high alert over there in Germany because you had the United States troops stationed over there in Germany. You know, military bases over there in Germany where the United States is stationed over there, the soldiers over there, it was on high alert of imminent threat. So keep that in mind as well too. It says if the United States carried out such plans, we will consider ourselves separated from the unilateral monetary previous adopted of the deployment of medium and short-range strike capabilities. Putin said during a Navy parade in St. Petersburg, it said such missiles can travel between 500 and 5,500 kilometers and 300 to 3,400 miles, were the subject of a arms control treaty signed by the United States and the Soviet Union in 1987. It says both Washington and Moscow withdraw from the intermediate range nuclear forces treaty in 2019. It said each accused each other of violation. It says Russia separately said it would not restart productions of such missiles as long as the United States do not deploy missiles abroad, which they is going to deploy missiles abroad So that's when I'm going to start the tensions between Russia and the United States. And that goes into that Isaiah 13, verse 17. And as for gold and silver, they should not delight in it. The Heavenly Father is going to stir up the beings, which is Russians against Babylon. And that's what we're seeing. It says in early July, Washington and Berlin announced the espionage, espionage, if I pronounce that right. It says long-range missiles, including the Tomahawk cruise missiles to Germany, will begin in 2026. Putin said that the importance of administrative and military sites will fall within range of such missiles could in the future be equipped with nuclear warheads. It says such that territories will be within around 10 minutes of a strike being launched. The situation reminds us of the events of the Cold War linked to the deployment of Americans, Persians, medium-range missiles in Europe, said Putin. It says the Kremlin has already warned in mid-July that the proposed U.S. deployment will mean that European capitals will become a target for Russia's missiles. Wow. Yep. Got this Luke 21, verse 9. It says, "For we shall hear of wars and conclusions be not certified for the things most first come to pass, but the end is not by anybody." Luke 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, "Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom." Right next to the city. Since I referenced that Isaiah 13, verse 17, I'm going to bring that out to you too. And this is the prophet Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It reads, it's a lot of people. Yeah, the prophet Isaiah 13, verse 17. "Behold, I will stir up the means against them, which they should not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in Russia versus the United States. The Heavenly Father stirring up the means against Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, Russia versus the United States. So that's going to increase. The Western countries versus Russia, Russia versus the Western countries. And that's for gold and silver, they should not delight in. This is the prophet Ezekiel. Salakia. Yeah, this is prophet Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came into the same Ezekiel 38, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against God, and make God the chiefest of Meshach and Tubal, which were prophesying against, just like the prophets of old did. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 3. Thus said Yahweh thy power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chiefest of Meshach and Tubal, right hand plots against them, which represents the fear of the Russians of the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, of God, and they God. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put goods into thy jaws. I will bring thee forth from all thy armed horses, all of them, both of all sorts of army, great company, all of them, both bucklers and shields, all men and swords. Whites of the heavenly fathers, but in that spirit, puts him back to the jaws, which Russia's to be in war like medicine. That's why we see Russia sending nuclear warnings. That's why Russia been firing their Satan too. This is sending warnings to the Western countries, sending warnings to NATO and other allies from the Western countries, sending those warnings to the United States, sending those warnings to NATO, sending those warnings to Western countries. While they in Russia-Ukraine situation as well too. So that's a prime example of Russia is in that war like man said, as having fun to put the hooks and backs in charge of village Russians, which represents God, and they got achievements in chapter 2. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5. Persia, which is Iran and Iran. Because you've been having the building of relations between China and Russia and Iran and North Korea versus the Western countries against Israel and the United States as well too. So that's something we're going to take here. And these are the same nations that Russia is going to be a guard unto. And these are the same nations of Persia, Ethiopia, Libya. Russia recently had a military exercise where it was recently building up military operations with them. Just like I touched on this story, I'll say like a week and a half ago. You had representations of Russia. They had one of their submarine military ships been deployed over there of a 3-day military exercise tours over in Libya over those Israelites. So they're going to be guarded to them. They're going to be building up military allies with them. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with all of them will shield them. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 6. Gomer, which is the modern day Turks. Keep this in mind. I just brought out that article not too long ago about Aragon sending that warning to Israel. And he's going to potentially, just like he did the same thing to Arabah and Libya, he's going to do the same thing to Israel, which is going to be targeting those idea of Edomites in the Sodom area to support the Palestinians, to support the Hezbollah, to support the Iranians, to support the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. You know? But at the same time, we're seeing what's taking place in Iraq and Syria. You know, you have the Turkish armies against the Kurdish armies. Just like I mentioned, that biggest article just came out just again. You had Turkish armies using another airstrike to kill like Kurdistan army who broke down the area throughout Iraq and Syria. So Russia is going to be against these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. Ezekiel 38, verse 6. So all this lines up to Ezekiel 38 chapter, which we see in progress as we speak. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 6. Gomer, all his men is the house of Token of the north borders, and all his bands and the people with him. This is the prophet Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 7. Be thou prepared for thyself all thy companies that are assembled unto thee. Be thou a guard unto them, right? So they're going to be a guard to those nations of all Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey, and all the nations that's with them as well too. Russia is going to be a guard unto. They main focus is going to be the main target of Israel, which is the idea of Edomites. In the Western countries and the arms of the United States as well too. So I'm going to get to Ezekiel, the 39th chapter. Got the things here. Got this Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. Therefore, Son of Man, prophesy against God, and say, thus saith Yahweh thy God, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of chapter 2, Christ and heaven fathers against the chief prince of chapter 2, and the heaven father put the spirit of us to prophesy against him. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 2. It says, and I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee. I will cause it to come up from the north parts, and I will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 3. And I will smite thy bow at thy left hand, and I will cause thy arrows to fall at thy right hand. This is the prophet Isaiah, as we see the ongoing escalations are heating up between the Israel Defense Force. Between the Israel Defense Force against the Syrian armies and the tribes of Arabia and pro-Iranian groups and Iranian Revolutionary Guard forces over there in Syria. They all teamed up together going against the Israel Defense Force of the increasing cross-border conflict between the Golden Heights area, which is formerly fully controlled by the Israel Defense Force, and the borders of Syria, which had the idea of Edomites. They are over there, the borders of Syria, throughout that region, and they cross-border conflict escalations that they are with against the Syrian armies, the pro-Iranian armies, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and the Russians and all Libya. So that's why we're seeing Damascus of Syria is taken away from being a city this year. That's in progress as we're speaking, as I bring up the Isaiah 17, verse 1. Now, if we bring up that Joel, the third chapter. This is Prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and a time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, which is the Israelites. Joel 3, verse 2. And I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and Shabbat. And I will plead with them for my people, for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land, part of every father's land. Like it says in Luke 21, verse 25, Jerusalem should be tried daily to the Gentiles be fulfilled in Israel, my city. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat Now, when Peter came from my people and from my heritage, Israel, whom they had scattered over the faces of white land, white scattering people, many depart this land as well too. So you have those IDF Edomites, or you have those Ishmaelites, you have small havers, three of those 3 nations battle over a land that doesn't belong to them. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 3. They had cast a lot of people. They had given a boy for all, and so they broke the wine, but they might drink. Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, would have you to do it evil, Tyre, Zidon, by the Atlantic nations, and all the coast of Palestine, the Ishmaelites. With the word of Philistines, they've been pushed down to the Sudanese. But the Ishmaelites, that for sure, it says, when you render me a recompense, and if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, and I will turn your recompense upon your own head. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 5. Because you have taken my sin and my gold and carried them into the temple of the present things. This is Joel 3, verse 6. The children also of Judah, the children of Jerusalem, had been sold into the riches that you might be moved far from the home. Joel 3, verse 7. Behold, I will raise them up out of the place where they have sold. I will turn your recompense upon your own head. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 8. And I will sell your sons, your brothers, into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall set them to the severities. Tell people far off how I spoke. So I'm going to get to the main point. And this is prophet Joel, chapter 3. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, come up. Right, that's what we're seeing over there in Western Asia. The escalations are increasing, especially over there in the borders of Lebanon, Israel. The escalations are heating up to both sides. The borders of Israel, from the Israel Defense Force, targeting those Iranian backed groups, which is Hezbollah over in Lebanon. So that cross-border conflict is only going to escalate more and more. And this is only going to expand throughout that whole region as well, too. Especially when you see what's taking place over there in the Red Sea. You have the coalition forces of the United States and Great Britain and the IDF Edomites targeting the Houthi rebels. Just like a week and a half ago, you had the Israel Defense Force using airstrikes. That I believe this is their first time ever in history using airstrikes over there in Lebanon. So, because you've been having the United States been using airstrikes over there as well too for the past couple of weeks. So this is the Israel Defense Force. This is their first ever time in history using those airstrikes to target those Israel Defense Force. To target those groups over there, which is the Houthi rebels. This is the Iranian backed group, which is fully controlled by them over there in Yemen. They're using airstrikes over there, those military bases over there, which is fully controlled by the Houthi rebels. And then you can have the Houthi rebels targeting vessel ships from last year, from November, I would say from November and October all the way to now, in solidarity with the Palestinians, in solidarity with the Iranians. They teaming up with them, teaming up with the Drax and Iran, teaming up with Russia, all them together, all against the IDF Edomites and the United States and their coalition of forces. So that leads up to Ezekiel 38, chapter 2, verse 38, Isaiah 17, verse 20, Isaiah 13, verse 17, Jeremiah 51, verse 46, Joel 3rd chapter, Luke 21, verse 9, and verse 10, Matthew 24, verse 6 to verse 7. So all these things looks up. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father got all this. He got all this in control, all the motion. And that's a beautiful thing. And the one out as well. So I'm continuing on. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the war draw near. Let them come up. Right. So, like I touched on already, we're seeing this taking place down there in the South China Sea. Taiwan versus China. As China building up their military presence, let them be known. China is letting it be known that they're getting closer and closer to taking Taiwan. We're seeing more steps up there. The United States, they have to get involved in as well too. Those are disputed territorial items that's taking place. I would say not too far from the South China Sea. Even though both sides, like a week ago, they to a degree to possibly potentially to de-escalate the tensions. But we're going to see the tensions is only going to escalate between China and Philippines. As the United States, like a month and a half ago, said that warning towards China. If you keep on messing with China, I mean, you can keep on messing with the Philippines, keep on bullying them, and we're going to do anything that's necessary to protect our allies and our partners. So the United States, they're going to have to get involved in that, but that China-Philippines situations have been heating up ever since then. Even though they're trying to tackle the issue to try to stabilize the situation, but it's going to continue to spark up. It's only going to heat up between China and the Philippines. And the United States, they're going to have to get involved in that. Then you have Australia, you have Indonesia, and all these other countries trying to have dispute of these items up there now for this, not too far from the South China Sea. So we're going to see escalation heating up of that as well too. With the Russian-Ukraine situation, that's only going to escalate. Like we've been mentioning that countless of times. So these are prime examples of the Heavenly Father's putting that warlike mindset. These are arms of nations to put that warlike mindset and waking up the arms of these nations. As we see in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, it's heating up. As we see in nuclear escalation and tensions, it's only going to expand. It's only going to increase throughout the whole planet Earth worldwide. That's what we're seeing. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Beat your plowshares and swords and the pointless of the spears, and let the big set up strong, right? Let the big set up strong of these arms of nations." Just like these latest news articles that have been coming in for the past couple of years and as of recently. I've been expanding on that quite a while, and I've been doing sit-down lessons on this way too. As we see in Iran is building up there, doing everything, increasing other uranium enrichment. So they opening up more military facilities. So building up their nuclear capability. North Korea doing the same thing, and all these other nations that's in the real life mindset. Now we're starting to see that the big state control. They got the financial connections, but they're building up their military presence. That's why we're seeing military spending is up at an all-time high from all these nations. Military exercise insurance is up at an all-time high. That's going to continue expanding. And we're seeing the increase of the nuclear escalation potential increasing. And plus, now we're starting to see that it's strong against the adversaries that they've been running over their bullying for a very long time. Now we're starting to see that it's strong. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "Assemble yourselves, come up, eat and gather yourselves together round about goodness, cause Almighty wants to come down with the power." Joel chapter 3, verse 12. "Let the heathen be awakened and come up into the valley of Jehoshaphat and Shechem. But there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about us, the armies of the other nations." That the Heavenly Father is slowly and surely gathering up over there about Jehoshaphat. Joel, prophet Joel chapter 3, verse 13. It says, put ye in the city, for the harvest is ripe. Coming ye down, for the press is full. For the fast and full, for their wickedness is very slack. Joel chapter 3, verse 14. Multitudes of the valley decision, for the day of Yahweh is near, the valley decision. Right, so the day of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh is getting closer and closer and near into the valley decision. Yahweh Shabbat. Joel chapter 3, verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall draw them shine. Joel 3, verse 16. And Yahweh shall also pour out Zion to Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, where Yahweh will be the hope of Israel, and the strengthening of the children of Israel. This is other prophet Joel 3, verse 17. So shall you know that I am Yahweh, your power, like the Israelites, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall be no strangers passed above before. Verse 18. And it shall come to pass that the mountains shall drop down a new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountains shall come forth of the house of Yahweh, and shall water the valley of Shittim. This is our prophet Joel 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be in desolation, and Edom shall be in desolate wilderness, but arise against the children of Judah, because they had shades of blood in their land. This is our prophet Joel 3, verse 20. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generations to generations. Joel 3, verse 21. For I will punish that blood, I have my plans for Yahweh, dwelling in Zion. Right, so that's why the Heavenly Father is gathering all the these nations obey the knowledge of course. Yahweh Shabbat, leading one for his people, for his heritage, Israel, who they formed scattering of the nations and partners language with too. So they have the farmers get closer and closer to the valley of decision. Yahweh Shabbat. They said we will pass, the holy bird will come quickly. Since I mentioned it, I'll bring that out as well too. Yeah, this is the book of Revelation. This is Revelation 11, verse 14. Yep, it says Revelation 11, verse 14. The second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. Right, so the second one destruction will pass, and we are into the stages of the third one destruction quickly. A great, the third will distress and great destruction. A second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. Forgetting God will. Second will pass, third will come quickly. I'm gonna get back to that Matthew 24, verse 6. So we definitely for sure are going to see the increasing of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Work out this last scripture that I'm closing out. This is Matthew 24, verse 6. I'll read it again for edification's sake. It says, "Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that shall be done short of all these things, as first come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right, so even though it's going to come to pass, wars and rumors of wars. So once again, like I mentioned before, these actual rumors of wars that we're seeing are increasing. We're starting to see actually become as an actual wars between the different arms and nations, and that's what we're seeing. Go to the next verse, and I'm closing out officially. Matthew 24, verse 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and perplexity in those places." Right, so we'll see the increase of nations rising against one another, one kingdom rising against one another, one nation rising against another nation, one kingdom rising against another kingdom. That leads into more nuclear escalations and intensity. So we're going to ramp up this on the decrease. Like I mentioned before, not just running out, just Revelation 11, verse 14. Second will pass before the third will come quickly. Armageddon, God 1, World War 3. So there's a building up of this on the heat of World War 4 as the battle of Joseph that continue. So that both of this sit down lesson was edifying. The spirit of God, grace and mercy, God, like our shadow, God, like give all praises and glory and honor to you. Take the house by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Dash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is like Yahweh, the Son of the Son, by Hashem, and then Mashiach, Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient heaven and heat. Last one, gospel too. I say Barak to the elders, as we continue to lift up the days of Yahweh Yahshua. Until next time, I will say, Shalom.